Hello, good people. Welcome back to Bees at Bees Kitchen. So today in our kitchen, we'll be cooking some nyama wet fry, and some fries together mixed up. So we'll start with the first things first. We have to chop the potatoes and cut them into the desired size that we want. Yeah. So first we cook the chupos and put them aside. And then we prepare our meat. Kwanza we start by boiling the meat, as you can see what I'm doing right now. You boil your meat for like 30 minutes, depending on kama ni ngumu sana. Yeah, so here I am peeling the potatoes. So a couple of potatoes will do for the meal. Yeah, the first things first, you make sure. Okay, there are those people who start by boiling the chips when they're cooking the chips. Yeah, and then you deep fry them. So for me, I'll just go straight into deep frying them. Here they are, well peeled up, well washed. So I'll start by slicing them into the size that I want. Here I have my slicer, as you can see. Don't worry about my voice. I have a bit of cold. Here we go. But this thing, see, legit. I didn't like it, by the way. There's a way. There's this way that it was not cutting my potatoes the way I wanted them to come out. But anyway, still we work with what we have. If it doesn't work for you, go on and use your hands, right? So Hapa, just trying to assemble my things, assemble the machine as I call it. Let's see the outcome. If it doesn't work for me, I'm just going to use my hands. Yeah, this which is our China where apana. It's way kind of too small, but anyway. And then you have to press with all your energy. Look, yeah, it's easy, but here we go. By then, I decided to put it aside and use my own hands, my own knife. Yeah, because the kugonga gonga, I didn't like it. Plus, look at the outcome. It's like they're not giving. They're not giving. No. So I decided, it's not going to work for me. I decided just to use my own hands, my own knife, and my chopping board. And you can see the outcome looks amazing, looks awesome. So first things first, I heat the oil, make it hot. By the time una piece of viazi, the oil is hot enough. So I had just put one for testing the waters. And it was hot for me, so I decided just to put all the other dishes inside. As you can see what I was doing, there you go. Make them when you're cooking your chips, when the oil is way too hot, the chips tend to cook fast, and they won't soak in more oil. So the first batch is off. I'm going just to put it aside as I cook more. Alafu na make sure zimekauka vizuri, because again, you still have to dip them in the meat. It's like you're going to kanga them once again. So you put them aside, as you can see what I'm doing. And please, guys, keep subscribing. Thank you, like to Shafika 1,000, and I'm so happy. Keep subscribing, yeah, keep liking, keep sharing. I love that. So on this other end, I was busy chopping my tomatoes, my onions, the dania, which is the coriander. Yeah, the meat has already boiled, well boiled, and it's already soft now. Time ya kukaanga. Here we go. I'll start by adding my onions, plenty of onions, as you can see. Chakula tamu ni kitunguu, by the way. I always say that utamu wa chakula si mafuta. No, kitunguu. Just do plenty of onions and you're good to go. So here I'll cook my onions. Then I'm going to put in some garlic. These are garlic squeezes, you can see. There you go. But it's easy to use. You just put in your pieces of cloves of garlic, and just press it on. Yeah. It's better than crushing them up. So here we go. I'm just going to allow my onion to cook until it's golden brown before I add anything else. There we go. And I'm telling you, at this juncture, the kitchen is smelling so nice, so lovely. I just love it. The aroma in the kitchen is amazing. It's another level. Here we go. I can't wait for the outcome. Nitawambia vile itatest. You don't worry, just stick around and chill. So here we are. You're not going to let the onions overcook actually. So after that, I'm just going to add in the meat. As you can see what I've done right now. Koroga, koroga, just mix up everything, the onions, the garlic, and the meat. Yeah. This time around, I was not going to use any ginger. And nope. The garlic was enough. I added in salt, enough salt to taste. Then don't overdo. Kidogo tu imetosha. There you go. Then you add in your tomatoes. You can choose to blend your tomatoes. You can use them as they are, but make sure like you've peeled your tomatoes or you've boiled them in some hot water for the peels to come out easily. So look at this. Look at the outcome. Cook until the tomatoes crush up. Kama vile unaona, you see? You see what's happening in my pan right now? Just make sure all the tomatoes have cooked. Hatutaki kuona nyanya zimesimama. There's one thing that I hate in my food. I don't like seeing tomatoes like, uncooked tomatoes in my food. No. Kama ni kachumbari, wacha nikule nyanya ikiwa kwa kachumbari. Then I'm going to add in my masala, garam masala. So by this juncture, the meat is well cooked. I'm going to add in the chips that I had already put aside. As you can see, they're well cooked, well dried up. Unaweka kiasi ukichanganyanga. You don't have to put just way too much. Mix it up well, and then be careful. Hatutaki kucrush chipo tena, then, there we go. After nice, well mixing, then I decided to add in my tomato sauce. This is optional. You can add, you can do away with it, But for me, I decided to add in my tomato sauce instead of using the tomato paste. Ndio hiyo. There goes my meal. Now I guess it's time to garnish. Look at that. Uh-huh. No, okay, you can. Okay, this is a meal that you can do maybe over the weekend. Kama kuna ka holiday like now, there was Madaraka Day. Why not spoil the kids? Kapilipili kafirifiri kwa umbali. Yeah, there you go. Mind you, everyone in my household like hakuna mtu hakule pilipili. So yeah, there we go. Mix up well. It's already mixed up well. Now it's time to serve. As you can see, what I'm doing right now. But I decided to serve with this. I don't know, what do I call it? I'm losing the name, but it was not giving me justice. Look, it was not doing justice to my food. Yeah. But anyway, I used another way and I served myself well, as you can see. Then on this other side, I was making some salad. Actually, it was meant to be coleslaw. I was to prepare some coleslaw. But guess what? I found out my mayonnaise was way too little for this. I didn't have enough mayonnaise. But should I go and get more? No, I'm just going to work with what I have. I was kind of disappointed, but anyway. And then still, for the salad, you can grate uh, the purple onion, kiasi to just for flavor and everything. But bado ikiwa hivi, you can still use it as a salad. But anyway, if it's costly, you add in the mayonnaise. Yeah. But either way, it slapped. Yeah. Whatever came out was awesome. I added in some sugar for taste. It's optional. You can add in some vinegar. Optional. You can squeeze in lemon or lime juice. Optional. Whatever works for you. There we go. I didn't have enough of mayonnaise, but I worked with what I had. Yeah, there we go. Just trying up to mix up everything and use whatever will be available, You work with the availability. Just imagine that was the only mayonnaise that was in that whole container. I thought I had way too much. It was too much. So this was the outcome. It wasn't not that much, but anyway, we worked with what we had. So that was my meal. Look at the outcome. Look at the meat, the potatoes all over, and the salad. Sorry, the meal slapped. It was awesome. We enjoyed, and I loved it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, and thank you for sharing.